My name is Bill Laramie. I'm with the Amherst Police Department. I've been here almost 16 years now, so I have a pretty good perspective on the dynamics of the town. And as you're aware, or the community may be aware, we've had a real problem with breaking and enterings lately. One thing we are aware of, historically speaking, is that when there's school breaks, Thanksgiving, Christmas, that tends to be a time where the activity increases more.
My name's Nama Bendat. I'm a senior at UMass, and so actually last year, fall semester, I lived on Meadow Street, and it was my first time living off campus, and I never really expected, you're not home, you don't have, the guard at the door, you're not in the dorms, but at the same time, you don't think anything, you're in Amherst, so you don't really think anything is gonna happen. But winter break, I came back from winter break and I saw a cop car sitting in my house's driveway. And then I went and immediately checked my house, and my roommate had a room in the back, kind of in the back of the house. So whoever it was clearly went around the back, saw an open window, and just snatched her iHome. They kind of like shimmied the window open and just snatched her iHome right out of the window, including her iTouch. It's just so selfish.
For the iPads, iPods, all this stuff is pretty much standard equipment for most college students now, and they're being careless about it. And not to target that group specifically, I mean, it is a town-wide problem. So we're really trying to make it a point to them. Take your stuff with you. When you leave, lock up. Close shades. Maybe if you have lights, buy some type of timing device. It's real cheap, but it holds real value. So what we're trying to do is get the word out to the area of concern to us, which is North Amherst, typically. Heavily congregated by students, and we found that although some of them are, it's really diverse in who makes conscious efforts to protect their property and who doesn't.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm a junior at UMass, and I live in Puffton, and apparently there have been like a bunch of break-ins. We got our notices from the police a few different times, just like attached to our front door. But it was a lot earlier in the semester. I think people saw them and have been smarter about their houses now. And basically they just said to make sure you lock your doors, lock your windows. If you had anything stolen, to call them right away, because I think they had retrieved a few things.
It was pretty dramatic, and then my neighbor who lived in the big house came home, and she was telling me that her iMac, her brand new Mac desktop, it was locked to her desk, and whoever came into the house, and that was the biggest item stolen, just cut her lock, took her computer, took iPods, took clothing, took alcohol, took whatever from their house. I mean, we kind of, after a while, we talked to a couple other people. We found out that a couple other kids in the same street got robbed, the kids in Puffton got robbed, and we came up for, we're just so disappointed, and we kind of came up with a name for these guys. They're pretty much like the Christmas shoppers. They know it's probably students or local people, and they know where kids live. We'd had a party or two at our house, so it was obvious it wasn't, a domestic home.
I mean, me and my roommates always lock our door and always lock our windows if we're not here. So, I mean, it didn't really tell us anything we didn't know, because I thought it was just kind of obvious that you should do that. But not everyone felt that way, and we had a friend who had his laptop stolen, I think while he was sleeping, so it was at night, and he didn't have his door locked, and it was just kind of his fault.
What we're finding is that most of the breaks we've investigated as of late have been unlocked, occupied houses. So they're targeting areas early morning, like the 2 to 5 range, where people are asleep, going around, just checking doors. And what's happening is people are leaving these items of value on their kitchen table. They're working at their laptop before they go to bed. They leave the laptop there. They wake up in the morning, the laptop's gone. And that goes for the iPads, iPods. All this stuff is pretty much standard equipment for most college students now, and they're being careless about it.